Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Ayers, and you are On Air. On tonight's edition of On Air, I'm going to break down the upcoming French Open tournament that's about to start Sunday. And with that, the news coming out yesterday that Roger Federer will not be playing at the French Open this year, that ends a 17-year run where he has not missed a major championship. So he won't be at Roland Garros because of his back not being 100%, and I am 100%. He had no shot of winning anyway. There are several players in the field that would have taken him down whether he was healthy or not. Either way, it's sad to see his 17-year run of never missing a Grand Slam come to an end. That is an unbelievable feat. Now we go to the Big Five all the way down to the Big Four at Roland Garros. You've got Stan the Man Wawrinka, you've got Andy Murray, Rafael Nadal, and then obviously the number one player in the world, maybe the greatest tennis player and most physically fit player of all time, and Novak Djokovic. He's obviously the odds-on favorite. But this is a major mental hurdle he's going to have to get over coming into this tournament. It's a long haul for 2 weeks, and we all saw it last year when he was taking on Wawrinka in the final. It looked like he was so close to finally picking up his first ever French Open title and winning what he wants desperately is the career Grand Slam. And Wawrinka, just out of nowhere, kind of like he did back a few years ago down in Australia, winning his first ever major against Rafa Nadal, he just kind of came out and ripped Nola's heart out of him. You could see it on stage when Novak lost that match. Just a half hour later, they bring him up on stage to give their thank yous and, tell everybody they'll be back next year. And you could see the tears pouring down his face. So he wants it. And that, in turn, brings on that much more pressure for Novak Djokovic. And we'll see how he can handle that pressure. He had a solid clay court season this year. He was a little bit tired and beaten up at the Italian Open, but he got the final there, and then he won the title in Madrid as well just a few weeks before that. So now we look at Rafael Nadal in this breakdown of the French Open, and he's still a guy you have to watch out for. He's the king of clay. He had an outstanding clay court season as well. He took down the titles in the Masters 1000 series at Monte Carlo, and he also got the title the next week at Barcelona. So he's really feeling good, even though he got taken down by Novak a couple times, mainly in the semifinals. He got to the Madrid Open. He got the semifinals, then got to the quarters and lost to Novak there at the Italian Open, like I said. So you can't really count him out, but I just wonder the physical toll. He's a couple years older than Novak Djokovic is at this point, but Novak is just in unbelievable shape. He does things 99.999% of humans, even 99.9% of great athletes that are professionally paid can't do in the physical fitness category. So I think it's a different story when Nadal is doing a 2 out of 3 set, best 2 out of 3 sets against Novak. But when it gets to that grind of best 3 out of 5, I just don't think Nadal's got it in him anymore. He's a guy that is down to being just a specialist on clay. He developed his game past that a decade ago, and now it's come back full circle to just being a clay court guy, but I think he can only do it in 2 to 3 sets. So he's always a guy to look out for, and I'm excited to see his game has turned around over the last year after a miserable 2015, so maybe he can make a better run at it than he did last year. And then, obviously, we have Andy Murray. He's been a guy that's always seemed to end up facing off against Novak in the finals or semifinals of the Masters 1000 tournaments and the Grand Slams as well, and he just can't get over the hump. And then, out of the blue, over a week ago, he took down Novak 6-3, 6-3, in what was more or less an asterisk moment next to that match because Novak had a late night match the night before. But like I said, he's so physically fit. You don't know if that was an issue, that's why Murray finally took a match down. He seems to get 1 out of every 10 that he goes up against Novak. So, Andy Murray, could this be his time? He's got an excellent shot as well. He's getting better and better on the clay court. So I think tennis world, sports fans alike around the world are getting really excited about the French Open. It's been a while since we've had a major. You can probably see my excitement bubbling off the camera right now. And so I can't wait for Sunday morning. And we'll see you next time. And next time we might be able to talk about whether or not we have a Triple Crown horse on our hands. And with that, you've just been On Air, and I'm Ryan Ayers.